Alright, so you really want to hit the ball far, you need to turn a lot on the way back. Go on, turn. More. Keep turning. How's that? Yeah, that's perfect. That's looking good. Okay, now try and turn on the way through. Really fire those hips, turn. Is that good? Yeah, that's a great job. You know, I wish I just had a one-legged pirate. It'd be so much easier to teach. You call me tea. Polly wants a cracker. Turn, turn, turn. That's all you hear nowadays from coaches, but is it really good for you? Stick with me. Let's find out together. Good afternoon, Lion Golf Academy members and guests, and welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to talk a little bit about what we need to do to establish correct turn, and is too much turn too much? But before we get to that, if you want to hit that like and subscribe, it really helps grow the channel and promote what we're trying to do, which is educate those. And keep in mind, somewhere in this video there will be a little lion flashing up somewhere. If you can timestamp that lion, you will be entered into a monthly drawing where we'll be giving away something at the end of this month. So today's topic is, when is too much turn too much? So unless you have a spine like a centipede or a great white shark, which most of us don't, except some lawyers. No, just kidding, my lawyers. The way our spine is built is the upper body, which is the thoracic region, rotates a lot more than the lower body. So in order to get your spine angle turn and turn, most of that has to come from the upper body turning or the hips turning, leave the pressure on the lower body. Now, how much is too much? How much is not enough? Put it this way. It all depends on your range of motion. So if you haven't gone through a TPI testing, go through a TPI testing, have them do a range of motion on you and see where you're weak at, and then help strengthen that up and help also stretch. But before we get to that, we have to know what the point of turn is. It's about opening up our body. Now, there's so many flies out here. Even the flies are trying to open up the body. So there is such a thing as minimal turn. If you don't turn about 30 degrees with your hips and about 70 degrees with the upper body, you're not able to be in a position to turn all the way through. Let me just try and make sense of this for you. 30 degrees, 70 degrees. If I just go from here and turn together with one piece, by the time my hips are open, my shoulders should be square. Now, the more we can separate our hips and shoulders, the better you're off. When my hips are square, short of impact, I am now coming inside because I have that extra rotation. So if you physically cannot get there, you are always going to suffer from outside to in because you don't separate your hips and shoulders enough. So what about those people that cannot separate them enough? Well, hate to break it to you, but you should not focus on turn and impact. Because if you can get very minimal, so if you have minimal, you know, at some point your arms have to make up for that, but let's say they don't. So from here, if you turn, you can see your path is going to go so far outside the in. Your golf ball is going left, right. You're going to be playing military golf. It's not that fun going left and right all day long. You should just focus on, with minimal turn, you should focus on using your hands and arms to get down to that golf ball. Don't worry about turn. Turn will happen. Turn is a result of you trying to get that motion through. But if you can get that extra bit of turn to separate your upper body to the lower body, it allows you now to turn one piece, and your hips will be open at impact and your shoulders should be fairly square. If you start looking at your impact position and you are here, that means your whole body is open to the target. So in other words, I am here. That could either mean that two things are happening. I'm not separating my shoulders and my hips enough at the top of the swing, or I have too much rotation with my upper body. Work with somebody that knows how to get that separation. All we're trying to do is keep the hips steady and turn. So if you can just do a couple of simple drills like this every night to get that separation to increase, it'll help you increase your turn. And then all you do is to turn your body through the ball at impact and you maintain that separation. So summary for all my pirates out there, you're probably pretty good golfers. Maybe the two-legged pirates. The one-legged pirates are phenomenal golfers. You can just stay on one leg and spin all the way around. Pretty easy shortcut. But for those that don't want to make that huge sacrifice, go get some lessons, go work on stretching, find a coach, find somebody that knows how to get the TPI certification done to see if that helps you. And remember, it's just a game, but we want to enjoy it too. Fairways and greens.